Hello, students! My name is Teacher Jaira, and welcome to your science class. I hope you all have fun learning and enjoy. Our topic for today is about our sense organs. So, what are our sense organs? Our sense organs are our eyes, our ears, tongue, skin, and nose. These sense organs helps us to protect our body. So, what are the uses and functions of our sense organs? Before we proceed to each individual sense organs, first, let's have the overall functions of our sense organs. We as humans, our sense organs contain receptors that relay information through sensory neurons to the appropriate places within the nervous system. This means that all sense organs, like our eyes, have receptors, and this receptor transmits a signal to our brain that tells us what we see. That signal was transmitted through our sensory neurons. With that, we are able to know what is happening in our surroundings. The same with other sense organs, it has receptors that allows us to make sense of the world and comprehend it through our senses. We humans are not the only creatures with sensory capacity, meaning we are not the only beings who can feel. Animals have senses too. The degree of sensory capability vary among species such as us humans and animals. Some animals have a weaker sense of smell than others. Some have a sharper sense of sight or sharper sense of hearing. For instance, we have dogs. Their sense of hearing is sharper than we human beings. Now let us proceed in discussing the different sense organs. We have first our eyes. It gives us the sense of sight. It also referred to as vision. It is our ability to see. It is the visual sensory organs of the human body. Other animals like birds, fish, and dog can also see through their eyes. The function of your eyes is to see. Seeing occurs when eyes detect and focus on images. Second, we have our ears. Our ears gives us the sense of hearing, also referred to as auditory perception or audition. It is our ability to perceive sounds. Our ears are the auditory organs. The function of our ears, which is done by our auditory system, is to detect vibrations and hear sounds. Third is our nose. It gives us the sense of smell. We have olfactory system by which we smell and perceive different odors and scents. Another function of our nose is it allows us to breathe through two holes called nostrils. Our nose is an organ that aids in our sense of taste. For instance, we smell a food and its odor is not on our liking. Then we tend to relate it into its taste, which would directly tell us that we don't like it. Animals generally have a sharper sense of smell than humans. Fourth, we have our tongue. It gives us the sense of taste. We perceive various tastes and flavors like sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. Taste, also referred to as gustation, is the sense we use to detect the taste of food and other substances. Lastly, for our sense organ, we have our skin. It gives us the sense of touch. It allows us to perceive texture, pain, temperature, and pressure. For instance, when we touch a glass of juice from the refrigerator, we know that it is cold since we touch it and feel it through the skin of our hand. Our skin has receptors that allows us to perceive things, and it is the largest organ as it covers our whole body. How are we able to take care of our sense organs? What steps can we take to ensure that our senses are strong and healthy for as long as possible? Losing your eyesight, even just partially, can be life challenging, impacting every second of every day of your life. What will you do if you lose your eyesight? It could be very difficult and unimaginable. Fortunately, there are many ways you can care for your eyes and optimize your sight for as long as possible. First, you need to eat the right diet. Your eyes need omega 3 fatty acids, vitamin C, and vitamin E. So, where can we get these vitamins? We can get this when we eat plenty of fish, nuts, citrus fruits, and green leafy vegetables. Next, you need to avoid strain. The less strain your eyes, the better. Make sure you have proper lighting when reading. Too much screen time, such as using gadgets, can strain your eyes, so limit your use of gadgets. Avoid looking at the screen or focusing on something up close for too long, and be sure to give your eyes plenty of breaks. They need to rest just like you do. Also, you can invest in sunglasses. You may or may not use sunglasses. You can use sunglasses available at your home. It depends to you. But it would be much better to not look in the sun for too long as it can damage your eyes irreparably. So, you can invest in a nice pair of sunglasses and keep them somewhere you'll remember every time you go out. Next is your sense of taste and smell. Our taste and smell are very connected. So when you start to lose one, you typically lose the other as well. As such, protecting one can often protect both senses. Here are the steps you can take to do that. First, you need to keep your teeth healthy. Poor dental hygiene and health can often cause problems with taste and smell, particularly if you have an infection or disease of the gums. So you need to brush your teeth regularly. Next, reduce your salt intake. Too much salt can ruin your taste buds and your sense of taste forever. So take steps to lower your salt intake. Next is we have your sense of hearing. What you can do is to protect them from loud noises. Once the damage is done, there's no going back. So protect your ears from loud, potentially damaging noises starting now. When you are using your earphones when watching movies or listening to music, which is very common nowadays, it is better to keep it in low volume to avoid damaging your eardrums. Keep your TV at a low volume and ask your friends and loved ones to do the same. Also, minimize background noise. The less work your ears have to do, the longer they'll last you. Whenever possible, cut down on the overall noise your ears are exposed to. Turn off your TVs when you are not watching them and avoid loud, crowded environments. It is very important to talk to a doctor as soon as possible if you suspect you might be losing your hearing. See your doctor immediately. Hearing devices can help you combat hearing loss as well as minimize the strain you put on your ears trying to fight it. Now we have your sense of touch. In order for us to be physically healthy, we need to stay physically active. Circulatory issues are often what causes loss of touch. To fight this, make it a point to stay active. Try an activity like swimming, which uses all of your limbs and is great for circulation. If you can do the activity outside, that's even better. Good sun exposure is crucial to good health. You can try walking or jogging early in the morning, which is also a good cardiovascular exercise. The next thing you can do to take care of your skin is to bath thoroughly daily. You can use lotion to keep your skin smooth. And when going out in the sun, always apply sunscreen, especially to sensitive areas like our face, our neck, and most importantly, Drink plenty of water to make sure your skin stays hydrated. Focus on proper nutrition. A healthy diet is vital to all your senses, but it's particularly important for touch. Not only does a well balanced diet fuel your brain or nervous system, but it also keeps your skin at its healthiest. Broccoli, tomatoes, eggs, and seeds are all great food choices for your skin. To care for your five senses is to have a quality of life. I hope you all understand all things that I have discussed for today. Thank you, class, for listening, and that would be all for today's lesson. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to comment or send me a message so that I can answer your questions. Bye for now!